Hey, it's Kevyn Adams here. I can kick it off real quick. Appreciate you jumping on the phone and spending a few minutes. Just wanted to make sure that you heard from me, and then I'll turn it over to Donnie in a second. But, just what we're doing here and what we're building. A couple of years ago, over 2 years ago now, when I got the job, what was really critical is that we build this the right way with the right people. We truly believe that we're looking for people of high character, that want to be in Buffalo, want to be in this organization for the right reason. And we believe we've turned the corner in terms of the culture and what's going on. We have great coaching staff across the board, and we have a great locker room now. We really believe what we're doing here is going to be really special, and we'd love to have you part of it.
When you look at free agency, you have to take a step back first because you have to go through every single scenario. We were looking for goaltender and we were looking for a right shot defenseman in a perfect world. But we started to really target Eric Comrie and Ilya Lyubushkin.
At noon, you're able to make contact and formally make an offer. So we've got a goalie and right shot D we're going to call right away at noon.
The unknown of free agency is it's great for us to want them, but you don't know if you can get them.
On a goaltending front and a guy like Comrie, what gives you the, comfort to say this is a guy that we feel that could take a jump? You know what I mean? Like, how do you read that?
I go back to when he started in Manitoba. We have data that goes back to 17-18 and a little bit in 16-17. And every year for the Moose, he was at the very least better than AHL average. And for a couple of those years when he was playing in the full-time starters role, so he had 43 games one year, 47 games the next year, he was, across those 2 seasons, he was a top 5 goalie in the AHL at age 22 and 23. So the guys who do that are typically the ones who ascend and become starters.
What Sam does incredibly well, when you ask him a question, he's able to give you a quick answer that this is why I think this makes sense, this is what I don't like. There's so much data out there, so much numbers, and you can go down a rabbit hole, and it's maybe not even what's the most important. Now you get to a point where they can prioritize what's most important and in a succinct way get that information to me.
Jason, right at noon, I'll call Craig Oster. You're going to call Ray Pecco. Is there anyone that Mark or Jeremiah needs to just check in with agent from just to make sure that we're putting a call in?
If I was to focus on Eric first, he's a player that we felt is right on the cusp of taking a next step and becoming a number 1 goaltender if given the opportunity. Now you're in a situation where you need them to want you, and where I felt really fortunate after we made the offer to him when free agency opened was that he wanted opportunity. He saw opportunity. He had done his homework, preparing for free agency, looking at all the different potential teams that could be out there, who may be on his list, who may be calling him, and he identified us.
Eric, Kevyn Adams from the Buffalo Sabres calling. Hey, yeah, you're welcome. Congratulations. I just want to welcome you to the organization and tell you how excited we are to have you, and we really think you're going to have an opportunity to come in here and just take the ball and run with it, which is I know was important to you and what you were looking for.
Kevyn was Comrie
Pumped. Awesome. He said it's been the greatest week of his life. He's got married, signing this contract. Uka, how you doing? I just want to make sure I called you to kind of just chat with you briefly here. I'm assuming you saw we signed Eric Comrie today, 2-year contract, and I want to make sure you understood how we're kind of looking at this with your situation. We believe in you, and I've told you this from day one. We believe you're going to be a really good NHL goaltender. The most important thing next year is for you to play games. I didn't want you to think that in any way this changes how we feel about you and where you're headed, because we really do believe you're going to be a really good NHL goalie. We just want to make sure we're bringing you along appropriately. Okay, buddy. All right. Have a good day, okay? Donnie, you should call at some point UPL as well. It was good talk. He said, saw the signing. He said, I trust you guys. No problem. So he was good. Victor Olson just sent me a good text, Donnie. Kevin, hey Kevin, thank you so much. All I wanted was to stay in Buffalo. I'm really happy and I'm super excited for what's coming. Victor Olson.
Where he is in his career, he could have played 1 year and become a free agent, but he chose to stay with us and do a 2-year deal. We'd circled right away and said, okay, we need to make sure we get this done, and we need to make sure that we have him in our opening night lineup because we know how important he is for our team.
Marty, the Sabres landscape has changed since last we spoke. There's an Ilya Lyubushkin on the blue line for 2 years.
But I think for Lyubushkin, it's a third pair with Jacob Bryson on the left, Lyubushkin on the right. That was another need, a right defense.
It didn't absolutely have to be a right shot defenseman, but just the makeup of our D-core, we were hoping to get a bit of a more veteran, physical, right shot D, and there's very limited numbers.
Ilya, Kevyn Adams from the Buffalo Sabres calling. Welcome. I'm great. How are you? Yeah. Good. We just wanted to let you know. That's awesome. We were really excited to have you, and we really believe you're going to be a great fit with us, and you're the kind of player that we were looking for, and the style play and the fit, and I think you're really going to like it here in Buffalo, and I just want to make sure you knew how excited we are and to welcome you and your family.
His game, he's smart, he's simple, but he's effective. And so whether that's playing with, a Dahlin or a Power or a Bryson, Samuelson, we just felt he could really be slotted anywhere. And that's ultimately my goal, is to give Donnie and the coaching staff options, whether it's up front, on the back end, or in net. Give them options that they feel confident they can put the lineup together to win hockey games. And I think Ilya checked those boxes.
Yeah. So what do you know about the Sabres? He goes, pretty much when you play you're I go, yeah. He goes, yeah, I do not like playing you guys.
That is awesome. Okie, how you doing? Good. I'm jumping into a conference call. I only got 1 minute here with an agent, but I just want to let you know we got Comrie and Lyubushkin done. Got them signed. It's big. It's really big. Those are the guys we were targeting. So Comrie said he knew you, that you guys had met a few times or whatever, and that you also played with his brother. So maybe you give Comrie a call and just welcome him.
The way he handles himself, the respect he has in our locker room, the relationship I have with him, I feel really fortunate. I call him a lot. We talk about a lot of different things. I bounce ideas off him. He mentions stuff to me. Hey, have you thought of this? That's kind of a special, in my role, to have that relationship.
Feels a little different than the last couple times.
Oh my gosh. Well, it's such a different feeling of when you talk to the players and the agents and you get these deals done, and then you feel like people want to be here.
This is the first year for me in this job where it felt like the work that's been done, getting to this point, is starting to be seen and recognized, and people want to be part of it. The agents saying, hey, I just keep hearing what exciting things are going on in Buffalo, and the culture that's happening there, and the love for the coaching staff. These guys love playing for Donnie and the rest of the coaches. And we got to go to work. We have a long way to go. We need to take steps. We need to continue to connect this team with our fan base. We need to continue to have people in the organization that really truly believe how special it is to be a Buffalo Sabre. And now it's up to us to go make our city proud, and I can't wait for that.